Being a teenager comes with a lot of nasty feelings. Sometimes you just do things that are weird, out of the box, and everybody's saying, why did you do that? And you're like, I don't even know where the idea came from. Now, I want to talk to you about 5 things you should never do or you should stop doing in school as a teenager. Now, I know that in class, in school, there's always a tendency of you trying to do things, trying things out, or just being nasty sometimes, but you should stop doing these 5 things because they're going to ruin you and affect those around you, because you really want to be a people person. You want to be influential. You want to be awesome. You want to be lovable and loving to people around you. And that's why you should avoid these 5 things. Now, the first thing is don't body shame. Now, body shaming is simply making someone feel horrible and terrible about their outlook, about the body, about the head, about the eyes, about the body generally. So when you are telling someone, oh, you're too fat, oh, you're too slim, or you're too short, you're brief, you know how we say it. Or you're telling someone, your eyes, why are they too large? Like, what's the plan? So all of those are body shaming. When you're body shaming someone, you are making them feel terrible about their body. If someone is fat, it's probably not their fault. It's often not their fault. I mean, what did they do to make themselves fat? Probably they have the gene that has a tendency of being fat. So they're helpless. So making them feel terrible on top of it is not going to help matters. If you have someone who has, for instance, a teenager that has pimple all over their faces, and yours is smooth, you didn't pay anyone to make it happen. You didn't pay God. You didn't bribe God. So all you could do is to appreciate yourself and appreciate the other person. Don't body shame. Don't tell someone you're too fat. This seat, we can't sit together. You're too fat for this seat. The second thing you should never do or stop doing as a teenager in class, in school, is to stop mocking people. Right? Mockery, just like body shaming, is also targeted at people's self-esteem. The reason we have a lot of people today whose self-esteem is going down the drain is that they have a lot of people mocking them. They have nature mocking them. They have classmates mocking them. They have their parents mocking them. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't mock someone. You shouldn't mock people based on their names. You shouldn't mock people based on their backgrounds or whatever. All right? Mockery often happens as a result of people's background. You could mock someone because of their name. Let's say someone is from Rivers. Let's say someone has a name that sounds somehow odd. I mean, it could happen. Mockery can come in different ways. You could mock people because of their background. You could mock people because of their names. Maybe the name sounds weird or sounds odd, and then you're using it to mock them. Maybe the name is they're from River State. You're now calling them River or River Girl or something to just mock them and make them almost want to hate their background. Or they have a name that sounds somehow. I mean, name is name, and that's all it is. You shouldn't make someone feel bad about their names because they didn't give themselves the name. It was given to them, all right? So, for instance, if my name is, in my native language, Nkechi, you shouldn't make me feel like that's a terrible name by twisting the name to make it now look like the name shouldn't have been given to me. The name is an odd name and all of that. So that's what mockery simply is. And there could be other ways you could mock people. You could mock people because of their walking, their locomotion, the way they walk, or whatever. I mean, if you ever find anything that is imperfect with someone, the most you can do is to help them if you can. Otherwise, let them be. Now, the next thing is avoid sleeping in class. That's one of the things that often happen because sometimes you come to school, you're tired, you watched the movie the previous night and you slept late, early to bed, early to rise, right? Yeah. So if you sleep late, definitely you're going to have a hard time in class. So you find yourself dozing and trying to grab some sleep. Even when a teacher is in class, you should never do that. Now, when you feel sleepy in class, you should simply raise your hand and say, excuse me, ma'am, or excuse me, sir, can I stand while you teach? I'm feeling a little dizzy. I feel like sleeping. I'm sure the teacher will understand and will allow you stand. Now, what it does for you is that you won't miss out on the class, and the teacher will not also see you as someone that is not serious or someone that is less interested in the class. All right. Now, the next thing is avoid echoing, "Yes, auntie," when you do not understand. Now, let me explain. Oftentimes when teachers are teaching in class, after a while of teaching, in fact, they could even know that what they're teaching is probably not very clear, or they suspect that the class is not following, and they could ask, "Do you understand, students?" And then everybody goes, "Yes, auntie," or "Yes, ma'am," or "Yes, sir." If you don't understand at such points, just kindly, honestly raise your hand and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you explain that again? Can you please go through it again? I didn't quite get the last point you made." Now, doing that will help you to always follow what is being taught. Don't join the bandwagon and just say yes when you do not understand, because you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to learn. Finally, don't play benchmark. Finally, don't play bench. Now, what it means to play bench is to always stay behind, to always lag behind. In fact, they'll tell us, don't just pass through school, also allow school to pass through you. To an extent, that's very true. You should be involved in what is happening in class. You should try to be involved in leadership. Try to do things. Try to take initiatives. When a function is about to be shared in class, take responsibility. When an assignment is given, do it. I mean, don't always play bench. Don't always sit at the back and expect that, oh, someone will do it. Maybe you are given a group assignment and you just want every other person to do it and then you relax. That's not a healthy thing to do as a student. Now, you should try as much as possible to stand up from that bench and be in front. Now, playing bench could be sitting at the back of the class. I know that could be as a result of a location you're given, but many times too, some students just choose to sit at the back of the class so that they will get less attention from teachers. Others also do things like not answering questions in class. I mean, I'm not saying you should show off or just try to be all over the place, but try to engage yourself in activities that are happening in school. That way, you will get the necessary lessons, pick the necessary lessons that you need in school as a student, and you'll also be able to relate well and better with your teachers. I mean, you can testify to the fact that teachers are always loving those students who are always out there, who are playing the front lead, okay, who are playing the front rows, who want to, do things and not just stay behind. Okay, so from today, I want to challenge you to stop staying on the bench. Stand up and do things. So if you do these 5 things, you can be sure that you'll have an amazing time as a student. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. My name is Precious Ifani, and I am your anchor on this show, Everything Teen Channel. And I want you to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends as well if it means anything to you.